Hi guys, it's Tiffany here. Today we're going to talk about budgeting, but before we talk about budgeting, I want to give you my website address. I want you to check me out at www.groundforgrowth.org. And it's ground without the without the S. Groundforgrowth.org. I'll actually put it down below. So today, I'm looking down because I'm reading off my paper. So don't think that I have Tourette's or anything like that. I'm just looking back and forth. Like I said, today we're going to talk about budgeting. I want to give you 4 tips plus a bonus on budgeting. Tip number 1: before you begin your budgeting process, budget with the goal in mind. Budget with either a short-term or long-term goal in mind. Whether you want to start your own business or whether you want to purchase a car or purchase your first home, start with a goal in mind. Because when you start with a goal in mind, it's going to help you stick to your budget. If you budget just because somebody thinks that that's what you should do or because somebody thinks it's a good idea, more than likely you're not going to stick to it. So when you begin the budgeting process, have a goal in mind. Step number 2 is to know how much you bring home. Know the amount of money that whether it's you and a spouse or whether you're the sole provider and you're the single income in the house, know what your income is. Know what your take home is monthly. Step number 3, and this is where organization comes in. Make sure that when you begin your budgeting process, make sure you're budgeting and you have like accurate data. You know what your expenses are. You're current on your expense. Well, you don't necessarily have to be current, but you have to know what your expenses are. Make sure you have accurate data before you begin budgeting. Um, you want to know what your so there's 2 categories for your bills. You have your fixed expenses and your variable expenses. Your fixed expenses would be something like your rent or your mortgage that does not fluctuate month to month. Your variable expenses would be like your utilities, your phone. I'm not sure if anybody has home phones, but like your home phone could fluctuate. Your light bill, your gas bill, depending on usage. Any bill that fluctuates based on usage. And then the fourth step is to have a simple budgeting process that works for you. Whether you have pen and paper, you do it the old fashioned way, or you are more advanced and you work primarily off an Excel spreadsheet. But have a system that works for you. And then this is the bonus. You want to be realistic. Allow yourself some room for error because I'm going to tell you the first 3 months that you budget, you're not going to stick strictly to the budget. It's going to take about 3 months for you to get used to living on a budget and having a certain, and having it's going to take about 3 months for you to get used to it. So just kind of allow yourself some time, give yourself some grace, allow yourself some grace because the first month, I can guarantee you the first month, you're not going to stick strictly to the budget. So if you fall off track, just get up and keep on going. It takes up to 3 months of budgeting for you to really have it down pat. So I hope that is some useful information. And like I said, I'm your cheerleader. You can do it. I'm rooting for you. And then I'll see you in the next video.